It's time for Big Tigger's Trending Topics on V103.
Hey, I take no particular joy in bringing you all of these stories, but I have to update you on what's going on, as one is being updated right now. Okay, let me start with this one because I don't know what the update's going to be, so let me get it out the way in case something changes. Robert Kraft, charged in a prostitution sting. The owner of the Patriots. The owner of the Patriots. His people told TMZ Sports they categorically deny that Mr. Kraft engaged in any illegal activity because it is a judicial matter. They will not be commenting further. However, they issued a warrant for his arrest. Yes, a warrant for the owner of the Patriots, as a part of a recent prostitution human trafficking sting and operation in Jupiter, Florida. Cops say 77-year-old Kraft will be charged with 2 counts of soliciting another to commit prostitution. The chief says he was, quote, stunned as everyone else when he saw Kraft's name as a suspect. They say he's accused of soliciting a prostitute on at least 2 separate occasions at a massage parlor roughly a month ago. They say the name of the establishment Kraft visited is Orchids of Asia Day Spa in Jupiter. Cops say they have obtained evidence from body cam video and surveillance that has been conducted over the last several months. The average cost of visit per services is $59 to $79 per hour, according to police, and he was driven to the spa by a chauffeur. His spokesman says he has not been and isn't involved in any illegal activity. Story developing. Oh, God, where do I go? Okay. Whew. R. Kelly had, this was the earlier story, 2 new accusers. Claims that he pressured them to have sex as teenagers. They are now 39 and 40-year-old victims say they were 15 and 16 when they attended an after party in Baltimore in 95 and 96. Rochelle Washington and Latricia Scarf say they were both offered alcohol, marijuana, and cocaine. Were asked to meet the singer in a hotel room. When Washington walked in to see Kells and his genitals exposed and making a proposition to the ladies, she walked out, but the other young girl who was under the influence of marijuana and alcohol performed oral sex on him and engaged in sexual intercourse. There are also new reports that the Department of Homeland Security is investigating charges that Kelly transported girls across state lines for immoral purposes, which would be a violation of the White Slave Traffic Act, also known as the Mann Act. But then, after all of that, he has now been charged with 10 charges, 10 criminal charges. Let's listen to a part of the press conference.
Based on the victim being under the age of 17 and Robert Kelly being more than 5 years older than the victim. The second victim, initials RL, was involved in an incident which occurred between September 26, 1998 and September 25, 2001. A grand jury returned an indictment on 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse based on the victims being under the age of 17 and Robert Kelly being more than 5 years older than that victim. The third victim, initials LC, was involved in an incident which occurred February 18, 2003. A grand jury returned an indictment on 1 count of aggravated criminal sexual abuse based on the transmission of semen by Robert Kelly upon any part of the body of the victim for the purpose of sexual gratification during the course of an underlying felony of attempt criminal sexual assault.
Wow. 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse on Friday. 9 to 10 counts involve alleged victims ranging in age from 13 to 16. One of them is the subject of 4 different counts, total of 4 alleged victims. Story developing. He's supposed to turn himself in tomorrow, we're told. In the meantime, Michael Jackson's estate hit HBO with a $100 million lawsuit over Leaving Neverland. I didn't even know HBO was gearing up to air the controversial documentary Leaving Neverland. But now Michael Jackson's estate says, yep, $100 million lawsuit against HBO due to claims of violating a non-disparagement clause, which has something to do with the HBO's Michael Jackson in Concert Bucharest The Dangerous Tour. The contract contained a strict non-disparagement agreement. They're saying airing this documentary violates that claim. HBO has responded to the lawsuit and says, despite the desperate lengths taken to undermine the film, our plans remain unchanged. HBO will move forward with the airing of Leaving Neverland, the two-part documentary, on March 3rd and 4th. What is happening out here, people? What is happening? And last but certainly not least, Jussie Smollett has been removed from the last 2 episodes of Empire. In essence, they saying he's kind of been fired. I'm sure he'll still get a check, but the press release says the events of the past few weeks have been incredibly emotional for all of us. Jussie has been an important member of our Empire family for the past 5 years. We care about him deeply. While these allegations are very disturbing, we are placing our trust in the legal system. We are also aware of the effects on this process on the cast and crew members who work on our show, and to avoid further disruption on set, we have decided to remove the role of Jamal from the final 2 episodes of the season. This came from Lee Daniels and all the executive producers who are apparently signed off on this. I don't know where we go from here, people, but I will give you the updates as they happen. More details can be found at v-103.com, or Big Ticket Show can be found right now.